Prime Ventures is back with a new fund, and joining us all the way from United States of America is Sanjay Swamy, who's woken up early to be a part of this live broadcast. Sanjay, first up, thank you so much for waking up earlier, starting your day earlier, just to be here live on Startup Central. We really, really appreciate it. What's your big news? I believe you're back with the new fund, and it's for all the new buzzwords: cryptos, EVs, gaming.
Hi, Nantara. Thank you. It's great to be on the show. I know it's early morning, but don't worry, there's a cricket match as well. Um, we are excited. Fund 4 has just been announced. We just announced our first close itself of $75 million, and so about 550 crores. And we'll be raising another 25 crores. Fund will end up being about $100 million. We planned. We've always been the first institutional investors in most of the startups that we've backed. Some of these names are behind me. And we will continue to focus on the core areas that we always have had, around digitization, digital India, whether it's fintech, whether it's healthcare, with companies like MFine and Dozy, fintech with companies like Neo and MoneyTap and so on. And then education has also been the big thing for us. We've had very successful companies like Quizzes and some emerging companies like Sunstone and Hiration Sunstone Hiration on the SaaS side, along with a few other companies as well, has also been a focus area. So that will continue, and that remains core to us. And we will be again announcing a lot of new companies in these areas. We've been very active as well. But having said that, the world evolves. I remember when we started out and we were doing a lot of financial services, fintech plays, the term did not exist. And now opportunities, in the startup ecosystem in India are just abounding. And for 3 or 4 new areas are starting to emerge. Obviously, the entire DeFi segment is an exciting space. And we're soon going to also announce a few investments in the EV sector as well as in gaming, more at the infrastructure level. We're software infrastructure focused right now. But yes, these will be the core areas that we will be doing more of. And once again, it's still an early stage fund, and we still strive to partner very early with entrepreneurs and help them along the way, and hopefully build some great companies together.
So Sanjay, tell me something. Back in 2012, I believe that the first fund that you guys raised was about what, $8 million. Now you have a gush of liquidity. You're seeing seed rounds for $33 million, $50 million. Will we from Prime Ventures see the average check size go up?
Yes, it's quite likely that it will go up, but I don't think it's going to be $33 or $50 million seed checks. That would be our full fund. Those are, of course, exceptions, Nantar. I think the reality of it is, the early stage funding is still sort of it's still very scarce, actually, in terms of the what we are seeing here is a very high quality of entrepreneurs who actually are much more clear about the type of partner they want, the type of support system they want from the partner. And it's not just about the capital in early stages. Money is one of the many aspects that founders need. And so we are still seeing very high quality deal flow. The average check size might go up. So it started for us at 500K back in 2012, 2014. And that number has moved up quite substantially. And nowadays, I think the check sizes for the first investment typically range between $1 and $2 million. So about 15 crores, 10 to 15 crores tends to be sort of the median these days, and that will continue to be the case. There will be the odd situation where or the unique situation where there may be higher, but there will be some that might even be lower, right? I think the most important for people to understand is when we're investing at a stage to help the company get to the next stage, which typically in a seed round or an early stage round, the first check tends to be focused on getting the company to establish product market fit And certainly, if it's a B2B company, some early revenues as well as completing this enough of a cycle where people understand now that there is a viable business here, so that the company can then go raise the next round, which is more meant for
Yeah,
scaling, right? So that's the stage at which we come in, and yeah, we like to be the first partner to work with the
I take that
companies
point.
and
And
especially developers.
Sanjay, and I'm sure, just the areas that you've identified, it also must really help, right? Because if you've got China smashing its edtech companies, smashing its gaming companies, as it has been, a lot of the capital will need to find a home, and it is coming to India. My final question to you: I understand gaming, I understand EVs; those are absolute no-brainers. Prime Ventures looking at cryptos, given all of the lack of clarity which way India is going to go, that's a risky bet, isn't it?
Well, the business of early stage investing is risky. But having said that, we have been, generally very, I would say, cautious on anything to do on the regulatory side. Pretty much what we will do in these areas will be on the infra side, where, these are global opportunities. And over a period of time, regulation will probably come in India, and as and when it does, and there's more clarity, of course, it'll be even more active in the sector. But I think it's important for us to get into the space as well as be, one of the early movers. We've always done that in all of the sectors we've been in, and this is one of the new areas. These are some of the new areas where we are going to be very active in, right?
Okay, Sanjay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you once again for joining us live all the way from USA. I guess you're part of the 5 a.m. club, aren't you? And we'd love to have you back on the show once you started making your investments.
Thank you, and thanks for all the support. All the best.